Hey guys, Caleb here, back again with more bad fanfiction theater, and we have guests. Is that all y'all have to say? Squee like a pig, run him around like a pig.
Okay, the second one was you, the first one was uncomfortably deliverance, so please separate those two. Don't conflate those two again.
In case you missed it, it's David Hawk.
Yeah!
I don't know why I'm trying to call you Hawkish, Joe.
Yeah, David Hawkish. We've melded into one.
It is Dave and Hushicho, not Hawk. Hawk is busy doing Hawk things.
Yeah.
Like shooting people with arrows and fighting Loki.
You know, I've made that joke before, and I still think it's funny.
So today we are reading in the Sonic the Hedgehog fandom, Sonic and the Six: The Tips of College.
What?
No tips.
Oh. Just the tips, though.
Yes, just the tips.
Yeah, just the...
Tip 1: don't read this fic. Tip 2: watch this show's other episodes.
Before we start, Kassie and Hoshi, I want your permission because I was talking to Kassie about troll fanfic writing, and I want to be the one to do the troll fanfic of the bad fanfiction theater. So I think we can do this.
Tell me more.
Tell you more. Okay, so yeah, Kassie is going to be Olivia Newton-John.
Okay.
You will be not John Travolta. But you'll be somebody. You'll probably be one of those guys in the background when they were singing in the mechanic shop. Probably the guy who gets... You can be John Travolta's hair. That's good.
No, Rizzo, not his hair.
You can be Rizzo's hair. That's okay.
No! Damn you.
Alright, let's move on.
Okay, so we are reading Sonic and the Six: The Tips of College by XOXO Sonic Mario Lover Man.
Now, Kassie, it sounds like you're saying the number 6.
6? Well, I could be saying 6 instead of sex.
Okay.
Every time we come up against a series of the letter X, she just says sex a lot.
Yes, because that's the only way I can really say a bunch of X's in a row.
So to be clear to everyone, this is called Sonic and the Sex.
Yes.
Sex, like doing it.
Remember, I'm Southern, so words are going to be weird.
Durango's a tango.
Tomato, tomato, what do you expecto?
I think
the
everybody's...
Mambo, the horizontal hanky panky,
Yeah, thing we are doing.
Yeah.
I think everybody's got a distinctive accent though, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're Southern, Dave is from another planet. I'm
Yes, I have a nasally drone. Yeah.
I cough throughout everything I'm reading on top of stuttering through everything.
And somehow it all works.
Yeah.
Amazingly so.
By the end of the episode, we're still friends.
In theory.
Yes, off camera, we actually hate each other.
Damn those guys! I hate their guts.
You may be confusing us with the cat, though.
Well, yes,
I hate 'em.
The cat is evil.
Yes. I hate them, but they're the only ones stupid enough to read these dumb stories.
So anyway, we will be reading these by chapter. Who wants to take chapter 1?
The devil made us, basically.
Dave, okay. Who wants chapter 2?
Me.
Then I will read chapter 3. So
we're reading... Oh, not by paragraph, by chapter.
Yes.
Okay.
So, it's Dave, Hushicho, then myself, and of course starting with chapter 1. So...
Oh, is that what we're...
Yes. I'm clarifying it for the viewers so they can follow along.
Now, chapter 1?
Yes.
Because usually we start at chapter 5.
We're going backwards this time.
Gotta go back in. Okay.
So we are reading Sonic and the Six: The Tips of College by XOX Sonic Mario Loverman on fanfiction.net, If you want to follow
Yeah.
along, you can find the link in the description below.
What's the name of the author again?
XOXO Sonic Mario Lover Man.
His parents must have hated him. All right.
Truly a username to last forever, to be proud of.
Okay. Sonic and the Sex, Chapter 1, The Tip of the Iceberg.
But just the tip.
Just the tip. Just the tip of the iceberg is
It's
enough
not
to sink
sex
the
if you
Titanic.
only put in just the tip.
Once upon a time, there was a terrible college and a cool adult named Sonic. Sonic had gone to college to get his degree, but the school sucked.
Yes,
He was
you've
still-
established this.
He was still a freshman and a hedgehog. He was
But I'm-
sleeping when
Duh! I hope he's a
I'm glad-
hedgehog.
You know what
Duh.
though?
It's
I'm glad they pointed that out, because like I was
right.
thinking.
If you,
Like a Sonic
If you-
employee from the restaurant.
Well, no,
Like
I mean, I
Nintendo-
was thinking, are they redefining him as a human or something? So I'm glad that they, did say that he's still in.
and I, as one of the Nintendo proponents during my adolescence, wouldn't know if he was a hedgehog or not. He was sleeping when his iPod woke him up. He got a text message from Knuckles saying that Sonic
your
could never slap
iPod?
him. On my iPod. I got one of the new iPods. You wouldn't understand. He got a text message from Knuckles saying that Sonic could never slap him. Sonic didn't like Knuckles saying that, and that reminded him that he had to get up and go to school. Sonic
What?
didn't want to get up.
Yes,
Who would send you a text message like
you
that?
can't slap me, fool. I'll
You
slap
can
you
never
back.
slap me, bitch.
Bitches be hating, yo.
You can never slap me, in parentheses. But it says he's in college and he doesn't want to go to school and he's making this big fuss. Somebody's paying his way and he's being a dick.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe he has to pay it with by giving away his hot dogs.
The hot dog stand.
Oh,
He had to sell the hot dog stand to go to school. Sonic
Is this
skipped
a-
school a lot. Oh, go ahead.
is this a thing? Like, does Sonic have a hot dog stand?
Of
Well,
course,
it depends
everybody
on which iteration of Sonic the Hedgehog we're talking about. Because in some of
Okay.
them, he loves hot dogs.
Chili dog.
I'm not lying. He really likes eating hot dogs.
See, I had no idea. So I learned something new today.
Yes, in Set AM they kept calling them chili dogs for some reason, but hey.
Yesterday you were like a baby in a blanket, but now you're a man. Sonic skipped school a lot, so he might not have gone. Sonic is really
Wait,
cool
so he
and
got up to
swag.
go to school after getting a stupid text from Knuckles, but then he may
Yeah.
not have went to school? Then if he skipped school a lot, why is he even going there for an education? Why don't he just drop out?
He doesn't go for an education. He just goes to look cool.
Okay.
Sonic is really cool and swag, so he's popular and has a girlfriend. He was running really fast down the...
capitalization. That
Yeah, he capitalized
capitalization is it?
Yeah, he capitalized the F in
Pokemon.
girlfriend. Girlfriend, I choose you.
I choose
$20,
generic
go, go,
girlfriend
go.
A. You have Sally, you have Amy, you have, what's her face? You have some other person,
What's her
and then
face?
this person.
Whoa, what's her face? Whoa, what's her face?
I don't know. There are a lot of girls in the Sonic the Hedgehog series, and you have so many you could pick to be Sonic's girlfriend if you really wanted to, or boyfriend.
No, let's go boyfriend. That's why he calls them Knuckles. He was running really fast down the stairs and out the door when he noticed that he had forgotten his shoes. He puts them on and runs onto the road. Sonic had met Tails and Knuckles in a study group for class. That class was Running 103.
Wait, hold on. He forgot his
You
shoes.
deny the existence of Running 103?
Did he just happen to have his shoes with him and just didn't put them on?
He
Or
pulls them out of his ass and puts them on his feet in mid-run, alright?
Boom.
Also, wouldn't this be called track, not running? And isn't Sonic already good at this shit? I mean, how many times has he fought Dr. Robotnik?
Yeah, you think he could, like apply for some sort of, life experience equivalent, so he could opt out of like running 103 if he really need to. He is kind of the world's foremost authority on running around.
Very quickly, yes.
In a circle, yeah. Sonic liked running, but he liked art and poetry much better.
Wait,
it
where
let
are
him
we?
experiment with his feminine side. Sonic sees Tails and Knuckles going to school on the sidewalk, and he slaps Knuckles and starts laughing. Knuckles was wrong, and Sonic could slap him after all.
What an asshole! Both of them are assholes.
I have a feeling we're not going to like any of the characters in this story.
Probably not.
Knuckles didn't fall over because he is strong and he takes steroids since he's a troublemaker. Tails and Knuckles were Sonic's two best friends in the world.
Yes, which is why
Tails
you message somebody telling them they can't slap you, and then that person goes out of their way to slap you, but hey, they're one of your best friends ever. So,
well,
it's
Kassie,
cool,
you
I
obviously don't know guys.
I guess. Thank God.
Tails was...
go ahead. I don't even understand.
Maybe it's a strict
I
guy
guess
thing.
you just don't know guys. Tails was smart. Tails was smart and Knuckles was evil. Knuckles disobeyed the way of our Lord and Savior.
How is that your friend?
What? What? What is this?
Stop laughing, you're gonna mess me up.
I'm so sorry.
Sonic didn't care though because Knuckles was good sexer, and Sonic wanted to have a three-way with Knuckles and his girlfriend.
Wait, with Knuckles' his girlfriend or his own girlfriend and Knuckles?
It doesn't matter.
Probably doesn't matter, yeah.
Just some random woman we found on the street. She was carrying a bag.
Of cocaine?
No, just a bag. It was empty. Paper bag.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Like a plastic bag. Baby, you're a plastic bag, plastic bag, plastic bag, plastic bag.
I don't get
It's
Maybe
not
that's
important.
for the best.
It's not important.
No, I don't get it either. Your joke fell. I'm sure the listeners are laughing, though. I'm sorry, I just snorted, you asshole.
So tell us more about how Knuckles disobeys the way of our Lord and Savior. I guess.
Well, he says "damn it" a lot.
Okay.
That's about it.
All right.
He invokes the power of the lizard god.
Biohazard?
to
I'm
Satan.
pretty sure that was a scientific creation.
What?
He prays to Satan. What do you want? So what? Sup?
Biohazard was a
Big
boss in
problem.
one of the Sonic games.
Oh,
It was
I
a
thought
giant,
we were
like,
talking about
space lizard thing.
I thought we were talking about Japanese Resident Evil.
No, that was
lost
the
my
tentacle monster in the first game made out of plants.
Okay.
so now we're introducing tentacles.
Of course we are. Duh. That's the three-way. That's how we get 5 or 6 people in on it. Knuckles said Sonic was a fat gay, and Sonic punched his face because Sonic was just so. Knuckles were friends.
What?
And enemies at the same time. So this was normal.
It's called Rivals, asshole.
Tails was just really... Go ahead.
I don't. Maybe I'm just not familiar enough with the Sonic continuity and fandom, but I don't think I've ever heard Knuckles call Sonic or anyone else for that matter a fat gay. Is this common in the Sonic world?
No. But a lot of
everything
people
so
like to
far is totally canon.
think of them as a pairing, so. It's either that or they pair Sonic with Shadow constantly, so.
And they nicknamed Tails Handlebars.
Yes, well, that much I knew.
Tails is really smart. No, go ahead.
Tails is like a serious bicycle. Sorry. Go on. I mean, we've all been to Fur Affinity. We know this is reality. You know?
Oh, thank God. I thought you were all going to be... You were going to say, we've all been to Tails.
We've all been to where?
We've all been to Tails. Tails was just really smart, and he made a future predict device. Sonic was also friends with a sweet girl, Cream, an annoying girl, Amy, Team Chaotic, Vexter, Charmy.
Yeah, that's a B, I think.
Okay. Vector, Charmy, Espio, and a fat cat, Big. We call him Big because he's fat, and it hurts his feelings.
Pretty much Big the cat.
What?
So we're not going to bring up Froggy?
Wait.
No, fuck Froggy.
So
well, nobody liked Big's part of the game anyway, so...
I love Big, but like... So we mentioned that Tails is brilliant and has made a device that can predict the future. And then we're just like, but enough with that. Let's talk about the other people.
Yeah, you just need to know how smart he is.
Yeah, he's got a time machine. But fuck that shit. Look at these muscles.
I really want to play Sonic Adventure now. I wish my Dreamcast still worked.
Amy suddenly calls him and asks to be his girlfriend. That's what Amy does to people.
Wait, what? I thought he had a girlfriend, though we didn't say who. Also, is
Sonic is so fast he can have more than one girlfriend a night.
I don't know if that's
I don't. They probably actually don't want to be with him since he finishes so early.
He runs into the girls' dorm. And you can track his progress because you can hear the level of oohs and ahs just raise up the building. He knew he'd regret this, but he... Hush is losing it.
Well, you know. I'm so out of my element.
It's okay. If you have any questions, I can probably fill you in. Because I am a huge Sonic fangirl.
Where do babies come from?
Well, when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much, they give each other a special hug, and 9 months later, mommy gives birth to a baby.
Oh, because my parents had sex.
Mine farmed a lot of cabbages, apparently, and there was something about birds.
Storks? Did they deliver pickles?
No, it wasn't storks. It was, what's the kind with the, it's the, tits, the great tits.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I want you to tell me more.
I'm just basically segueing into this, but I think you skipped a paragraph.
I did, I'm sorry. We're merrily on our way to nowhere in particular.
Nowhere.
Sonic said bye to Knuckles and Tails and
Sorry. I think there is a...
Where in the hell did the devil come from?
She's watching us from the windowsill.
Oh, hello. Sonic said bye to Knuckles and Tails and went to his first class, which...
As in, like, an evil person chick.
Yeah, Green Witch of the West was human studies.
Wait, human studies?
Yes.
Well, depending on the series, there are humans in your world. Usually called Overlanders, but they are there. Where the fuck did you think Robotnik came from?
Yeah,
now, class, if you look on your desk, you'll notice you'll find a small human. We're going to cut it open today.
Oh my God, no. I'm pretty sure, I would think, though, that, the first class witch, they're in an educational setting and everything, and not all witches are evil, that's a pop culture thing that's inaccurate. So maybe this is just like a friendly witch that teaches university
anatomy.
Yes.
Are you a good witch or a little bitch?
So wait, he went to running 103. Was that
Yeah.
not a class? Because this says his first class, which was human studies.
Right, but
It's our club, running 103. We meet every
Hello?
day and we just slap each other and talk about girls'
I think
tits.
it's trying to say that he originally met Tails and Knuckles in the study group 4. Running 103.
Oh, okay. Am I coming through? We heard a hello from Kassie.
Hello?
I don't know. Everything went silent, and then suddenly you guys were back.
Oh, okay. Where'd we leave off?
We were. I was saying something about their first class being running 103, but then suddenly the first class is human studies.
Okay.
I think what the author meant was that they had originally met, like Sonic had originally met Tails and Knuckles in the study group for running 103.
Oh.
I think.
Oh, okay.
It's not like it matters, so let's keep going.
We'll go with that. Human studies. He hated this part of college. He only liked gym because he could pwn people there. Sonic walked down the aisle and saw a huge room with all of these seats and someone talking in the middle. A professor. Go ahead.
That's the wrong aisle, too.
Right.
Yeah, that spelling
Wrong
is...
aisle. I couldn't spell pwn, and it's a part of that college.
Yeah.
I couldn't spell of either. I just said a.
A professor. Sonic really thought was all wow.
He thought it was all wow.
Just like
he
that
was so excited about this.
Hello, class, says the professor. Today we'll be studying human parts. Can anyone lend me one of their body parts so we can compare human and animal parts, please?
What? They don't disassemble. That's not how they work.
And the professor pulls down a big board. Sonic took a pocket knife and cut off his ball
no!
What?
Oh my god!
He knew he'd regret this, but he did it anyways.
Why?
Cause Sonic is hardcore and he does shit like that.
Oh my god!
You would die! You would die from blood loss!
Hedgehogs
Hedgehogs
can regrow their genitals, so it's okay to do.
No, it's not!
They can regrow Gentiles. Gentiles.
So hedgehogs can regrow non-Jews, so it's okay to do this.
He'll just steal one of their ball sacks, I guess. They don't need it, do they?
Well, no, they've got a foreskin.
What
the fuck was that? We've come down with a case of the giggles.
Like, what is this even? I don't even understand what I've gotten myself into.
When have we, Hushicho? When have we?
Oh, well.
Okay, start up fresh. Everybody, breathe in, breathe out. Okay. Thank you, Mr. What is your name? The name's Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog, says Sonic, holding up his ball sack and putting his feet on it.
And I guess spraying blood across the back of said chair. Like dripping blood from his hands.
Yes, bleeding profusely from his crotch area.
Unfortunately, Sonic's crotch blood dripped on top of Carrie, and she went fucking bananas.
They're all gonna laugh at you, they had said. She didn't believe them.
But Sonic didn't care. He could just run away. Everybody else died. Promageddon. Okay, let me just give me a second. I'll wipe all this shit out of my eyes.
I suppose I just don't know what I was expecting.
Pooping bloody tears! They've pooping bloody tears!
I don't know what I was expecting from a story called Sonic and the Sex, you know, like maybe I had just too high expectations.
Well, considering we've read okay stories, like, twice now.
True.
Alright, name Sonic, Sonic the Hedgehog, says Sonic holding up his ball sack and putting his feet on the chair of the person.
Sorry.
We got through it. The class thought he was oh so very cool, so they applauded him.
dead now.
We can end the series. Dr. Robotnik won't come back and kick our asses anymore. We don't have to be robot chickens.
Yay! Or robots, whatever the fuck Grounder was.
We've changed this series name to Sonic the Eunuch, or Eunuch the Hedgehog, or Sonic the Scorpion, I guess. I don't know.
Very good. Eunuch the Hedgehog.
Eunuch the Hedgehog, yes.
There was a rumor that the author of this story might be listening in, so Eunuch the Hedgehog, that's your sequel. You can say it was inspired by Mr. Hosh over there. Or Hush, I'm sorry. What do I call you?
You could just call him Phoenix if it's so hard to say.
You've called me a different name every time you've said my name.
Alright, settle down, Geronimo. The professor hated all the noise. Sonic handed the ball sack to the professor, but he put it on her face.
Why?
What?
Why?
He lifted up the edges of his ball sack so it became a little bow.
To be fair, this teacher probably would have been fired anyway, because this is highly illegal.
Apparently, he just decided to teabag her.
I don't think he's doing it right. I think there's something slightly wrong about this.
I do want to see that Call of Duty feature added, where I'm not going to go over there. He's all the way over there. Oh, crap. Yeah, taste this, fucker.
It's a ball bomb! It's a ball bomb! Run away!
I used to hate getting teabagged in those games. I wanted a feature where randomly, if you were teabagging somebody just after their death, randomly, there was a chance that the guy's rigor mortis would set in and his jaws would clamp down and you'd leave a red trail behind you for the rest of the match.
I think that would be worthwhile, actually. As someone who has played those games, I think that would be the most beautiful addition. It's sort of like the feature I want them to add to all of these RPGs that they claim have, free choices and all. They need a how about fuck you option. For everything that you do, every interaction you have, it should have a how about fuck you option.
Subway card.
Are you gonna save the world or what? No, I'm gonna watch Different Strokes.
General Hospital's coming on next, so I think I'll watch that too.
Detention, Mr. Hedgehog, said the professor. Sonic was used to this, but he was tired of it. And this awful school. So he just said no and ran away very fast.
Okay, that
works. No! When Sonic was running away from the professor in the most godliest way down the hallway, he runs past Tails. Goodliest, sorry. He runs past Tails, but not seeing him. Tails couldn't go to his first period because he'd been kidnapped by some bullies. Tails was in a pickle, literally, because Shadow, who was one of the bullies, was taking his pants off and looking at his pickle. Shadow said Tails had an exquisite penis because it was so small.
What?
As Shadow would say,
Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Oh no! It's not small. It's exquisite.
It's a precious little pickle.
It's my precious pickle.
Say that altogether too easy a way of...
Tails had puberty problems, so people often teased him about his tiny penis. But no one had actually seen it before, now except Sonic, who was running by him so fast he couldn't see him. Don't worry, Shadow wasn't going to be sexing with him. He's telling us not to worry.
Okay.
He's just molesting him and
exhibiting him to everybody else in the school.
But at least he's not going to get sexed. Instead, he was putting Viagra on the penis to embarrass him. Tails was not.
Yeah, it's not a topical solution. You don't put it on.
Come here, Tinkerbell. Sprinkle this.
And watch it grow!
You can fly, you can fly, you can fly. I'm sorry. Instead, he was putting Viagra on the penis to embarrass him. Tails was not pop. What?
I'm gonna have the hospital's problem.
I am missing something. What's the hospital's problem?
Or something breaks your brain, and you just like, nope, I need a minute.
Okay. You need a minute? We'll be
I'm fine.
Tails was not popular and cool like Sonic, Shadow, or Knuckles. Oh, there was another or in there. I accidentally did it right. So he was sad that he had a boner, and it was embarrassing him. When Tails goes home, he is sad and he cries a lot to his pillow and his mother beats him with a dirty rod, and she likes to hit him with an iron dildo and leaves mushroom-shaped bruises for people to laugh at when he gets back to school. He still lives with his mom, and she takes his tiny piece.
What the hell happened? This went dark all of a sudden.
We went off on a strange tangent that.
Sorry, I had a weird interlude. Most of those people went.
Do you call it an interlude or an episode now?
Well, my therapist is refraining from using words like episode. Most of those people went back to a dorm room to sleep, but not Sonic. When the dorm assignment came to him, he rips it and was tossing it on the ground saying, "I hate dorms!" He had his own apartment and didn't want to be in a stupid dorm.
Then go be in your own apartment. You can run to school and run back home. It's not that big of a deal.
No, it's more fun to bitch and whine about it. There was always sex sounds coming from other beds, and Tails and Knuckles had to share a bed. Sonic liked sleeping in a good home, so he went to sleep in his normal bed. He likes a good home, which is why he never goes to Tails' house. Knuckles and Tails could not go there, though, because the beds were all cramped in the dorm, and there was pizza and poop smells everywhere.
Wait, they couldn't go to the dorm, or they couldn't go to Sonic's house? I don't understand.
You weren't meant to understand. Across from them was Team Chaotic, the Team Chaotic dorm, which belonged to SPP, that's all fun, Charmy, and Vector. Knuckles liked them, and Tails despises them.
What is this pizza and poop smells everywhere?
What
the hell?
I don't.
Pizza and poop.
Pizza and poop
Nobody
smells?
ever cleans their room. Pizza and poop.
That is not the pizza I'm going to eat. One that has been very dusty and behind the toilet.
I never did see that.
Spicy meatball.
I never did see that pizza
so
on
sorry.
Teenage Ninja Turtles. Yeah, we wanted anchovy, broccoli, orangutan, and poo pizza. No, just take a shit on it. It's cool, man. Alright.
I really
minutes
like
is free.
pickles.
You better start chawing down on that X-Lax.
Okay, moving on.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kassie.
I can only take so much, and I'm like, nope, done with this, done right
All right.
now.
Moving on. The next day, Sonic goes to school as usual, when Knuckles comes up to him and punches him in his butthole. LOL.
Wait, where are we?
M8.
Wait, what?
Oh, did I skip another chapter? I did. Sorry.
Yes, a chapter.
Paragraph. Words suck.
Totally, man.
The next day, Sonic was walking home from school when all of a sudden he saw Tails flying with his tails. Yo, Tails, said Sonic to Tails. How are you, Tails, said Sonic to Tails. Sonic noticed that Tails was crying. What's wrong there, Tails, asked Sonic, noticing his penis was becoming hard. All the bullies at school sprayed
Wait,
Viagra
Sonic's
gas
penis or Tails' penis?
They both were.
Okay.
Sonic saw Tails' penis and made Sonic's penis hard. What's wrong, bro? It's not gay.
Okay. Look,
Well,
if
I
the
guess
balls
not.
don't touch, it's not gay.
I was gonna say that, and he can't touch because he left his balls with the teacher.
Well,
so,
remember, they grow
They're
back,
still
I
resting
guess.
on top of the teacher's nose. She took him home to play with them like worry balls. I hate that Sonic. Just grinding away. Okay. Other bullies at school sprayed Viagra gas on me, said Tails, pointing to his massive erection. His teeny tiny massive erection. His fifth of an inch massive erection. His erection from a dick so small it wouldn't make a nudge in his pants that everybody can see from a mile away, said Tails. That was why Sonic was horny. All of a sudden, Sonic was thinking of having sex on Tails, but then he decided not to, because he had a girlfriend, and Tails was his friend, and it would be weird if he chose not to sex Tails up.
Wait, if it would be weird if he chose not to?
Right, I stopped. Does not compute.
Well, you better get to masturbating then with the balls you don't have.
No, that's true. He was trying to get an erection, but he noticed that the gigantic hole in his penis where his balls used to be kept blood from piling up there. He has to help Tails instead, but how? He needed Knuckles. The next day, Sonic goes
for?
Brofist?
What? Oh, that has a very bad.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Dave.
You don't smell it. I'm sorry. I feel so bad. The next day, Sonic goes to school as usual when Knuckles come up to him and punched him in the butthole. LOL, you sucker, mate. M8. Knuckles used to speak in leet speech because it made him think he sounded cool, but he really sounded like a douchebag.
Apparently, he spent too long in Mega Tokyo.
Sonic realizes that he still had leftover Viagra grass.
Let's smoke some of this Viagra grass, man. Yeah.
Man, I really want to get high, but I really want to have sex. Why don't we do both?
Porque no los dos.
Viagra grass, brought to you by the fine people at Lingerie. Take off and throw away.
Let me just say, Viagrass.
Excuse me. Sonic realizes that he still had leftover Viagra gas from when Sonic had gotten Viagra gas rubbed off on him from the day before. So he put the gas inside of the penis of Knuckles.
What the fuck? I have my brain!
That's for hitting me in the butthole, bitch.
Where did he get this gas from? Who rubbed off on him?
Tails.
But they said they didn't have anything.
Viagra gas is made out of pixie farts.
Okay.
The penis swelled up because Viagra gas is just too much when it's inside the penis. The penis of Knuckles shrank back, though, because there wasn't much Viagra, and he was a fuck. Your penis was supposed to explode. I guess you're a fuck. Sonic did this to show Knuckles how embarrassing it is for everyone to see your dick when it's hard. Hey, not cool, Sonic, said Knuckles. I'm showing you how embarrassing it is for everyone to see your dick when it's hard, explained Sonic.
Shouldn't this be something he does to Shadow? Not Knuckles?
No, he's scared of Shadow. Shadow can beat him up. We're not going to do that.
Knuckles Shadow's is apparently a fuck, so it's okay.
You can do this to fucks. Why, asked Knuckles. Because it happened to Tails and we have to help him get happy again.
But that was 2 days ago.
Screamed Sonic in Knuckles' ear.
That'll persuade him. Good idea. Scream in someone's ear and shrink his penis. That should persuade him to work with you, I'm sure.
Because it happened to Tails, we have to get him happy again. Knuckles agrees, and they are off.
For some reason.
To be continued in Chapter 2. Hosh?
Oh dear God. And it's me.
Good luck. What's with that sarcastic laugh?
No, it's more like a nervous laugh, actually, if the truth be known. But, yeah, okay. Sonic and the Six, Chapter 2, The Tip of the Knife. But, as
you
before,
sound like you're saying 6, too.
Just the tip. Six! Sonic and the
Thank
Six!
you.
Strawberry sex. Okay, sorry.
Six!
Thank you.
Okay. Sonic and Knuckles, which is not capitalized, so...
Nope.
We're walking to
Because he's a
Tails, which is also not capitalized, with his
He's a
penis
fuck
problems. Apparently so. When a giant gay jumped in front of them. It was Eggman, which is also not capitalized. What?
We don't need to say why.
I don't. Yeah, I think we can assume at this point. What are you doing here, man of the eggs? Shrieked Sonic. Eggman was the dean and hated being called man of eggs for some reason.
Even though in the Japanese version that's your name.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think he
Robotnik?
literally.
No, in America, well, I don't know about, in English it's Robotnik, but in the original Japanese version it's Dr. Eggman.
Oh,
Yeah,
that makes
this
everything
means.
make sense.
I think this means literally calling him man of eggs, like quote man of eggs.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know
He-Man
why
joke.
I'm actually explaining this because it's not like any of the rest of the story actually makes any sense whatsoever. But yeah, whatever. Eggman was sad and walked away.
Then why did
Sonic
he jump out at them?
I don't know.
Sonic just runs
he's rather
this
easily
school.
defeated in this universe.
Yeah, usually he has like some giant robot thing, right?
Yeah.
And you have to like run like 5,000 miles through all these different areas to
Yeah.
actually see him.
Or that stupid one, I think in Sonic Adventure, or it might have been Sonic Adventure 2, but I died a lot, like, playing Sonic's part of the game, and Eggman's, like, has the scorpion robot thing with, like, hover discs he throws at you. Yeah, I died a lot.
I'm just going to assume you're speaking the truth.
Okay.
And nod my head.
Sonic, though, Eggman, which is now oddly capitalized, was a stupid shit.
Okay.
Well, he
They saw
graduated from
Tails.
being a fuck, so we're capitalizing his name.
They saw so I guess a shit is better than a fuck. So this is some
Well,
we're learning
we're-
about the hierarchy in this
Right.
world.
Well, there's shit, there's stupid shit, and then there's
I think I'm getting it.
Okay.
They saw
Cool.
Tails. They saw Tails, but not like capital Tails, but just
Right.
Tails.
Coming.
They were checking
They
out
saw
some ladies' butts. Woo!
They saw Tails crying, so I don't know. I don't think we want to see butts crying.
No.
That yeah.
We don't want to make
at the
Cassie
water
sick again.
Yeah. At the fountain. Because Shadow was being mean and hitting Tails, and Tails was choking on water he was drinking and almost died. Would you not drinking when someone's hitting you?
Maybe Shadow just all of a sudden came up behind them and did that.
Maybe. Maybe.
I'm trying to follow. I swear to God, I am.
What happened, Tailors? Asked Sonic, and his question was directed at Tails, but Knuckles responded because fuck him.
Like, good friends. Totally good friends here.
Yeah. That punches you in the butthole, yeah. That's a good friend.
I sent you a text message that on your iPod somehow that
You
said,
can't slap me. Yeah, we do this kind of thing, don't we, Kassie? Like, I'll just come over
totally.
and punch you in the butthole, and you'll send me a text message saying that I can never slap you, and
and then tomorrow
Well, that's
I
how
wake
little
up with
boys say they love each
a
other.
giant bruise on my face. And then I have to explain to my family that no, I'm not in an abusive relationship. I just, it's just my friends being stupid.
because that's what friends do, obviously.
That's what friends are for.
Man,
To
now,
beat
now
you.
I'm imagining.
In the butthole.
I'm imagining like Dionne Warwick, just like swaying around and talking about punching people in the butthole.
I punch people in the ass and I love it. I punch them really hard, gosh darn it. And that's all I have.
Keep smiling.
Thank
Keep
you,
shining.
thank you.
Keep punching people in the butthole.
I did it because he was a fat dickhole.
And a fuck.
Giant gay.
Giant
The rare shiny gay. We have the giant gay. We have the stupid gay. We have like the shiny gay, the rare shiny gay in different colors. Where are we? Oh yeah. Shadow almost killed him by choking him, says
Didn't you
Knuckles.
see
He's
this?
doing it right in front of you.
As he's being held underwater while is he killing you?
Hey, guess what? I heard he almost killed him by choking him. Oh, look, he's doing it now.
Sonic, come here!
Oh, I want to rip Shadow open and take out his guts and eat them for breakfast like a cute Egyptian snake, said Tails so loudly that Sonic was thinking it wasn't very loud.
What? 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 A lot of what?
Yeah, I did a lot of growing this episode.
Later that night, Sonic, Knuckles, Tails were thinking of a way to murder Shadow. This has gone in a strange, unpredictable direction.
This is the greatest story ever.
Shall we pour pig's blood on him and watch him rot? Lol.
Yes. As Shadow suddenly turns into Carrie, as we said earlier, something about Carrie, and blowing everybody up with fire and shit.
Everyone will die. Let's pour pig's blood on him.
Well, that was almost a
no.
Shakespeare line. Shall we pour pig's blood on him and watch him rot? Lol.
Dost thou protest too much?
Well, then I do not bite my thumb at you, sir, but I do bite my thumb, sir.
It hurt. And I cried.
No, we'd have to kill a pig, said Sonic. We'd have to kill a pig. Sorry.
Put a saddle on and ride around like a pig.
Have to kill a pig. Said Sonic.
The pig is probably sentient in this world.
Yes. It's Porker the pig from the Backup Freedom Virus.
Yeah, they probably just cut off his balls or something and be like, yeah, that he can regrow genitals.
Don't grow back. And the pig's just squealing on the ground. Give me back my balls!
What are we doing? Like, what have we become?
I don't know.
What has this story made us into?
Sad.
We were people once, but the story has turned us into a monster.
In the land of gods and monsters, I was with Sonic, killing a pig and pouring pig's blood on people and punching others in their butthole.
Oh,
What the hell is going on? I can't even understand either of you. I'm just hearing like, and then.
I was trying to do Rob Zombie. It didn't work.
We've been possessed by the devil.
Yes.
Well, at least it's not the fucking cat. All right. Where was I?
I forgot.
Oh yes, we'd have to kill a pig. I'm saying this an awful lot. We'd have to kill a pig, said Sonic, which made Knuckles all mad, but not hit him. What? You see,
Knuckles
Sonic
is an echidna, not a pig.
He wasn't in the mood for punching buttholes this day.
I presume. You see, Sonic and Knuckles were on friendly terms now because the situation was dire. How is the situation dire? You're talking about pouring pig's blood on Shadow and watching him rot somehow.
Damn it, if we don't do anything, he's gonna pour Viagra gas on somebody else and their dick is gonna fly away. That's how dire the situation is.
Only if they're
maybe.
Yeah. So, I mean, they should probably have nothing to worry about, but I don't know. Okay,
Don't try and think you'll hurt yourself.
Yeah, hospital's problem. You're right. Shadow might try to kill someone again. Who knows? What? Why would they trust him if he's known to kill people? Like, why would they even do that? Why would you do that? In what circumstance would that be okay?
We know we know he's a repeated murderer, but we're gonna let him come to school anyway.
I know,
mingle with the class and staff.
I don't know if we can trust you because you may have killed again. You know.
There are some students and co-eds missing, so.
That's our Knuckles. Who knows? I just love how Yeah, I just love how casual this is. He might try and kill someone. Who knows? Lol. YOLO.
Oh,
But,
that Knuckles, Shadow fellow.
yeah, I mean, YOLO, unless Shadow decides to kill you.
Then Nolo.
Yeah. I wanted to, yes, Nolo should be a thing. I like that. So they had to act now. I mean, who would stop them anyways? What? Who would stop them
We
from
have to-
doing what? What are they even doing? What stop them from doing what?
Killing a
Well, nobody
pig?
stopped Shadow from murdering anybody, so I don't think anybody's going to stop them from murdering Shadow. So
But what?
I'm going back to my bottle. Excuse me.
Tails said that they should do it the old-fashioned way and kill him with a knife because that's the old-fashioned way, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic agreed and groped for a knife. Groped for a knife. Because
That
you
was in his
wouldn't turn-
penis.
Like, you wouldn't turn the lights on or actually feel around in a place where you know what you're putting your hands on when you're getting something sharp and bladed that you're going to kill someone with. You just feel around somewhere you can't see.
I'm not too familiar with the games, but if I remember correctly, the grass is very pointy and can be fashioned into a knife. But, okay, yes, go ahead. Sorry.
He felt one and tugged when he was standing in front of the stairs.
He is now king.
How does this work? Like, how is this house laid out?
I don't know.
You're groping around for a knife, and you find one and tug on it when you're standing in front of the stairs.
The form follows function was tossed out the window when they got Escher to design Sonic's house.
Okay. Whatever. Just then, tragedy struck. They
No
started,
knife. The
they
knife
started
broke.
to read a story called Sonic and the Six.
No, it was a loop that Caleb and Hushicho and Dave had to start all over again because they were actually in the Twilight Zone. This
Sonic.
is the Twilight Zone.
Personally, I preferred Night Gallery.
They show that on TV here.
What?
Night Gallery.
Oh, yeah, I think it's on Hulu now.
Oh.
Personally, I prefer Night Fever. Night Fever, Night Fever. You don't have... Hey, puppy, what's up? My dog came over.
Oh,
Hi,
It's like, shut up.
don't
Hey, shut up.
All right, doggy, don't cut his balls off. Don't cut Dave's balls off.
They won't grow back.
They won't grow back, exactly.
Because he is not a hedgehog.
And Dave is not a Gentile. Wait, yeah, he is a Gentile. Are you a Gentile? You're not a Gentile.
Maybe half, not Jewish, but we had the operation.
Okay.
What
so,
more
like...
personal facts do you need to know about me? Do you want to know how big it is when it's happy? I have a ruler.
I didn't mean that.
So now, fans, the pairing of Hushicho and Dave. What is the name of this?
What is the name of our ship? Wow. This went into a direction I never thought it would go into.
Well, I didn't think we'd be called Hussy, so.
David was tired of simply reading over the internet. So he had to come over to his house immediately and drop his big, gigantic dang through his pant leg. Hoosh saw it immediately and said, "I can't take weight. No, I'd hate myself if I didn't try." Hoosh invited Dave in.
What is that noise?
That was the police. I'm being taken away.
Let's read fanfiction today, I said. It'll be fun, Kassie.
Dave said yes, it would be fun. But it'd be more fun if you were sitting on my lap and my dick was inside your asshole.
Oh my god, I'm so shipping you guys now. Oh my god.
See if you can read this next paragraph in a falsetto, Dave said. So, we were reading a story?
Yes.
So, falsetto, was it alright? Sonic tripped and fell down the stairs, and the knife fell too. No! Shouted Tails and Knuckles in unison, which means it was at the same time. And
You
I
can do
finished
better, bitch.
with
Come on, keep doing it. Keep reading.
Sonic.
Oh, make it like the 50 Shades of Grey trailer where you just hear, like, moaning and slaps in the background. Oh, yeah. Do it. Work it harder. Yeah.
Nobody stop reading. Keep reading. Keep reading.
It was gonna be like the sound in the background. It's like.
Alright. This train has gone off the tracks.
This train left the tracks like an hour ago. This train is
has been
somewhere
traveling
near
off of the
Mars.
tracks for the last couple of miles. And it's leaving grooves in the road. And the city is getting pissed.
The city's been driven through. The city is in ruins.
There are holes.
Pebbles.
There are train-sized holes in buildings now. Okay. Sorry, I keep interrupting you, Hosh. I need to apologize for my poor manners.
God damn it.
We can take a small recess.
It's okay. It's okay.
Do you see what you've done, Kassie? Do you see what
I'm not ashamed.
Is this how you break men?
I break them like hardcore.
Oh, I see. So this is why she slipped earlier, accidentally referencing Deliverance. Because this is how she operates.
I've never actually seen that movie, by the way. So if I referenced it, I'm sorry, but I don't know what I referenced.
No, you did pretty good. I've seen it. Oh, my mic just hit. Fuck. Come on. Okay, back. Yeah, it was a pretty crappy movie. Anyway, yes. Hosh, you were reading. We need to try and push forward.
I'm holding back from saying more shit. Please keep going.
It was phoning with Sonic. Stop Sonic when he was phoning. And just like that, he died. No one moved for 10 minutes, but then no one moved.
I'm sorry. I know Sonic just died, but I can't stop laughing.
I don't even know where we are.
Okay, Sonic fell down the stairs and died because he was stupid enough to pull a knife from somewhere right in front of the stairs, and he was also clumsy enough. Sonic the Hedgehog was clumsy enough to trip downstairs and stab himself to death.
Oh, okay.
So there.
Okay.
Cool. Don't worry, it'll grow back.
No one moved for 10 minutes, but then no one moved until Tails said they should help him.
Wait, so they waited the 10 minutes for Sonic to die, make sure he was dead. Then Tails said, "Okay, let's help him."
Mm-hmm.
What a dick, Tails! I know you're trying to take over Sonic's spotlight as the main character, but damn.
I don't know. I mean, like, they all stood around for like 10 minutes, and Tails was the first one to speak up. Like, maybe we should help him. He seems to be losing a lot of blood. His head's at kind of an odd angle too. I'm not sure what's up with that.
Sonic, are you just going really, really fast, or are you having a seizure? Somebody say something.
Something.
The ambulance came soon, but it was no good. If Sonic had been rescued only 9 minutes earlier, he would have survived, which seems questionable, but, yeah. Tails blamed Knuckles.
As you would.
Sonic tripped down the stairs and stabbed himself to death. It was nobody's fault but his own. He was an idiot. You were talking about killing a pig like 5 minutes before. What the hell? What the hell? Okay.
Eons ago by the time we finally shut up and stopped laughing.
Tails blamed Knuckles, and they both played the Space Ace arcade game for a while.
Boy, they must have been really upset by the time they quit.
They were like, fuck him, he was a fuck.
Yeah.
He was a stupid gay. When the...
Stupid fat gay.
Stupid fat gay. Stupid fat
of
giant...
the egg.
Stupid fat giant gay of the eggs, yes. When the body of Sonic being dead came in the room on a platform called a stretcher,
on its own.
Wait, it came. Why would they bring it back? Wouldn't they take him to the hospital or morgue?
They said only the body came in. So
But
like the stretcher is like a magic carpet that's carrying him. Oh no! Oh, he's dead.
Yeah. But at
Necrophilia.
least we learned it's called a stretcher. So this is being
Oh, it's educational.
educational. Yeah, exactly. Tails cried and Knuckles killed himself.
Wow.
I really hope that Knuckles killed himself by trying to jam his giant fist in his mouth.
I don't know. Maybe he fell
Well,
down the
I guess you
stairs
could with the
so-
spikes on the end of his knuckles.
Yeah, well, there you go. Maybe he just fell down the stairs and his knuckles just kind of like stabbed him to death. And then Tails stood around for 10 minutes and then decided, well, maybe we should help him.
He died choking on a knuckle sandwich. He
God.
died as he lived.
Oh God.
But now
He
who will
died
watch
doing
over
what he
the
loved.
Angel Island and the Master Chaos Emerald? I guess
just
those
want-
are ripe for the picking.
I just want you to know, man. Said Tails crying over Sonic's and Knuckles' dead body, which apparently unified into one single dead body.
Tails
But what
positioned
he
them so it
said-
looked like they were fucking.
But what he said, Sonic never knew because all of a sudden, Sonic woke up and vomited just because he'd been scared. Basically, I'm saying it was all a dream.
Okay.
Thank you for telling us.
So does that include the first chapter as well, or what?
Go the first chapter, all the games that led up to this, and now Sonic is actually a human being, and Tails is a Pikachu, and and Knuckles is sort of like an Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator type of character. I'll be damned.
That explains a lot.
Okay. It explains nothing.
Fuck you, that explains plenty. I'm sorry. I didn't even know what's happening. Where were we?
continue.
Oh, right. Sonic was terrified because he died because of Shadow in his dream. You didn't die because of Shadow, you died from your own incompetence. You died from being a gigantic chuckle fuck.
You didn't even actually die. You were dreaming that shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's even worse than a fuck being a chuckle fuck.
It really is. Shadow had to be stopped. Shadow didn't kill you. Just because you dream it doesn't mean it's gonna happen.
I killed myself. He killed himself. That guy's a dick.
I was so stupid I fell down the fucking stairs and stabbed myself to death. My friend stood around for 10 minutes before saying, hey, maybe we should help him. And I'm blaming someone else because, well, I guess I would probably try and blame someone else too because that's pretty shameful and kind of embarrassing to actually come to terms with this and admit that this is what happened. But still,
Right.
Sonic said hello. Oh, wait. Sonic said hello. Barky, gnarly, growly, horse-dry, angry, confused voice.
What?
This is pretty
That
much
is-
everything the thesaurus gave us.
Oh.
That is a very difficult combination of emotions to convey, so I hope I did it, decently. Sonic looked up and saw that Knuckles was shaking him, which I guess didn't help with the puke.
Oh, just spraying it all over.
Ew.
Sonic had fallen asleep when they'd been talking about ways to kill Shadow, as you would, when you're planning premeditated murder, you just fall
Oh,
asleep.
that's not Shadow's real name. Read on.
Also known as Shadbad.
That is a really crappy name for somebody you don't like. Why not just call him that asshole or douchebag or I don't know, cum
I'm gonna be the
bucket.
dick. I'm gonna be a dick and say Shadbad sounds like a basketball player. Why? Like Shaq, I guess.
Space
I
Jam.
guess it's the SHA sound. But
Shadbad does sound like a professional athlete.
or it could be like what you know how science fiction movies they make up curses like a Nerf herder and the rest.
Yeah.
He's so shad bad.
Shadowlicious.
Although the way that this is going, I keep thinking of shat instead of shad, so I'm thinking like the past form of shit.
The past tense of poop, yeah.
It's like shat bad or shat bad.
From now on,
Shat bad.
Shadow is
Shad
shat
good or Shad
bad.
bad? Yeah, shad bad. Shad bad? You damn right. He's a complicated man, and no one understands him but his woman. Shad bad. Okay.
I'm just imagining like Shaft as a serial crapper. He goes around and poops all over the place, and they're singing a song about him because he's got this terrible
Yeah,
reputation.
the backup girls keep slipping on the poop.
Look at it. There he goes. Look at you. He ain't wearing no clothes and shitting on the floor.
Great, so
Now
now
Ray Stevens.
Shaft is a streaker who poops everywhere.
I don't know. So I just went with something I do know.
Weird. What have we done to the history of film in just the past hour?
Ray Stevens,
it
I'm so
awesome.
sorry for bringing you into this story.
I'm dead. Leave me out of this.
Sonic remembered how they were going to kill him with a knife in his dream. You killed yourself, you stupid shit!
In his dream.
In your dream.
In a dream, yes.
In a dream. And he asked Tails...
In dreams, I kill you with a knife. Sorry.
And he asked Tails if that was okay. If what was okay?
Can I kill that guy who's bullying you? It's okay.
In my dream, is that fine?
When Tails confirmed it's okay.
Sure, Sonic!
Sonic then got up and grabbed a knife, being careful not to die, as...
That was the point of the dream. If he didn't have the dream, he would have just grabbed that knife and ran away and stabbed and killed himself. But now he knows.
Maybe
prophetic.
Tails was using the thing that lets you predict the future.
Oh yeah, the future
and that's how
device.
Sonic saw.
That would have been a good direction to take the story, since it had been mentioned before. You know, it'd be like Chekhov's gun. You know, you mentioned it, but it's got to come into play later.
I never understand what is Chekhov's gun, because I've seen Star Trek several times and I never see any mention of Chekhov's gun.
I don't think it's referring
this
to
guy with the Beatles haircut.
No, I don't think it's referring to that character's gun. In fact, I'm almost entirely certain it's not. Anyway, back to this educational story. I'm learning so much because, you know, every time I go to the kitchen to cook, you know, now I'm going to be sure whenever I'm using a knife, I'm going to be careful not to die. I'm going to be careful not to, like, fall downstairs and stab myself to death.
Yeah, Julia Childs, instead of saying save the liver, she should have said, be careful not to die.
So strangely like Mickey. Dead Minnie.
Be careful not to stab yourself to death, because your friends are just going to stand around with their thumbs up their asses for 10 minutes. And then they're going to say, hey, do you think we should help him? He's pretty much bled out onto the floor and he's gone pale.
Nah, he looks like he's about to get up.
He could get better.
I got better.
Much of the same happened the following morning. So he woke up and puked everywhere. What?
And he had a dream where he killed himself, yeah.
Except today was the big day. They were going to finally kill Shadbad. And
it's
put
the best day ever.
And put an end to his sacrilegious, which is sacrilegious. I forget how you spell that, it's weird. His sacrilegious satanic ways, which we have heretofore not ever mentioned, so we...
I did not realize Shadow was a Satanist.
He said he did not follow the ways of our Lord and Savior
No, that
Jesus
was Knuckles.
Christ. That was Knuckles, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what if Knuckles is Satanist and Shadow's really the hero of the story?
I'd be okay with this.
Of
course, I like Shadow, so...
Sonic was
you're the only one.
Apparently.
Sonic was so very excited that for the first time in his life, because He's just so cool. He went to school early. I don't know what this has anything to do with anything, but
No.
he'd been sleeping with the knife and sharpening it in his sleep,
Because
which is
that's
totally
safe to
careful
do.
not to die.
Well, you know, the badasses in movies sleep with their guns, so he's got to sleep with his knife.
I don't even have, like, there are no words. There are no words.
You're such a beautiful knife. What? You want to explore there? Well, okay. You're the knife.
Just ignore the knife, Dave. Everything will be alright.
He says I have so many colors inside me.
God damn it. I'm never going to finish this damn chapter.
Nope, you sure aren't.
When did we start chapter 2? We're still here.
It was like 4 hours ago. God damn it, Dave!
God damn it, Dave. 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 God damn it,
Beautiful
Dave.
show.
Okay, I'll do this. I'm gonna finish this goddamn chapter.
You can do it.
So he could kill Shadow. When he arrived, he nodded, not god damn it.
He nutted.
He nodded on Knuckles.
So the teabagging continues.
Nutted on Knuckles all over his tits. And Tails.
Anyways, those aren't spikes, those are tits. Then,
Oh my god, what if he lactates?
huh? Yeah, it was Knuckles.
I don't think Echidnas can do that, being
Well,
marsupials.
see, if Knuckles could lactate out of his knuckles, he'd be able to swing from buildings like Spider-Man.
Wait, no, marsupials do lactate, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Okay, never mind, I said something dumb.
Well, you're
You know-
finally with the rest of us.
Yeah, I was going to say, like this story has been the font of sophistication and brilliance. He saw a black and red figure moving down the hallway. This was it, and my chair squeaked. At an extremely inopportune moment. I meant to oil the damn chair, and I didn't do it, and now I regret that.
Well, if
I
you hadn't
realize
said
I was
anything,
wrong.
I would have thought maybe Dave's dog had a squeaky toy.
Well, whatever. My field of fucks just ran out.
This is my field of fuck smolder. You will notice that it is barren.
I like that. Field of Flux.
Yes. It is a great... Yeah, exactly. He lunged and put the knife right through the person's back like butter, cutting through Lay's ketchup chips with cheese on them. What? How does butter cut through Lay's ketchup chips with cheese on them? How does butter cut through anything? Ha! Ha! Take that, shadbag bitch. With the period after it. Exclamation point, quotation mark, period. He felt strangely turned on and hostile at the same time.
So Sonic's a sadistic serial killer.
That
Fuck is wrong.
seduces people. Yeah.
What is wrong with whoever wrote this?
He's
He's
only
sleep-
3.5 years old.
I'm not going to lose it. I'm not going to lose
Yes,
it.
you are.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to
Who
lose
the
it.
fuck do you think you're kidding?
Keep going,
Okay,
Hushicho, you can
maybe
do it.
myself. Okay. He slid the knife out and saw in horror. Well, not actually horror, because he hated him too. Oh yeah, so I killed someone else I hated, so that's okay. I killed someone in front of like a huge crowd of people, but it's okay. 'cause
Well,
I
it's
hated-
early in the morning, so maybe it wasn't a huge crowd of people.
It's still in front of me. It's in front of me. It's a school. He
Did
stabbed
the
someone
person-
in the middle of a school.
Now, the person he's killed already, did they have a name? Do we know this is a bad person, or just that he was eating Lay's ketchup chips?
No.
With cheese on them.
He said that the knife cut through the person's back Like butter cut
like
through
butter
lace
cutting.
tips. Yeah, see, this is why I was confused, because butter doesn't cut through shit.
No, the tips would probably cut through butter.
Yeah, the tips would cut through butter. And
Like
if
he'd
they
stab
cut
the guy
cheese-
and the knife would peel in half or something.
I don't know. But still pretty scared as he saw that he'd just murdered Eggman! Trying to kill me,
Oh,
Hedgehog?
he does have a knife.
Said a swaggery voice from behind him.
It was Jake! From the Pokemon Zeta Let's Play!
Continue.
I knew Jake was up to no good, that asshole. Teleporting douchebag.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You haven't watched my playthrough of Zeta.
I don't understand that
I
reference.
know.
Sonic and the Six, Chapter 3.
Yes, that's
The Tip of the Table.
And then the
Just-
table tipped.
just the tip.
Just the tip of the table. Just the corner. We need like 5 guys to help push it in, but
Oh dear
Yeah.
God.
I'm a table. Do you want to hear about my awesome table adventures through your colon?
What?
You don't remember that from Nostalgia Critics commercial special? where he was talking about call this 1-800 number for table adventures.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. I remember that now. I'd forgotten. I had completely forgotten.
Sonic has very horrified, okay, and didn't know what to do. He slowly turned around to see Knuckles standing there. "Hi, Sonic," he said in a voice that was very much similar to Shadow's voice. Oh, so it's kind of more like this, except it sounds like Caleb's really bad Joker voice.
Hey, Harley.
"Hey, Harley!" "Damn it, Knuckles!" Sonic screamed. "You scared me to death pretending to be Shadow, and I just accidentally got and killed Eggman. Oh no! What are we going...
He's looking at Shadow, right?
No, we're looking at Knuckles.
No, in the previous chapter, he killed the Eggman to get to Shadow.
Yeah, because he, for some reason, thought he was killing Shadow.
I'm confused.
Don't worry about it. What are we gonna do? Knuckles asked.
I'll be in the corner, balled up in the fetal position.
Run! Shouted Sonic, and they ran, for some reason.
Right.
Even
right,
though
because
Knuckles would
running,
glide.
running after everyone has seen you murder someone by stabbing them in the back in cold blood is just going to work. Yeah, we can just run away. We'll just run away. That'll solve all of our problems. We'll run real fast.
And they ran, so far away.
Sonic, you can't
Did they
solve all
run-
your problems with running.
Did they also run all night and day, but they couldn't get away?
Couldn't get away.
And I ran all night and day.
It satisfies me so immensely that reference is actually picked up on. Bravo.
Is that how we satisfy you?
Yes.
Keep that in mind.
So
for the
wait,
fiction.
now we're suddenly a threesome?
Weren't we
No.
always?
Let's just have a Biff orgy.
I don't have a problem with that.
Biff Torchy.
Somebody will write it one day. You wait
One
and
day.
see.
One day, someone will write this gay pic about me and this guy I just met, and this chick with rabbit ears.
I'm a cat.
Oh, no, I needed the extra syllable.
What's wrong, JC? You don't like JC? The cat has to put her 2 cents in.
Oh, well, he's a
the
pussy.
cat is the devil.
Yes,
to
she
be
is
fair.
the devil. What's with the inquisitive mew? She's like, Jace is the devil, and she's like, meow. Leaving Tails behind, because, they were guilty of murdering, Sonic was guilty of murdering a dude, and Tails and Knuckles were conspiracy to commit murder. Anyway, if he died...
Yeah, they left him behind to take the rap.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, they were technically accessories, but yeah, that's kind of...
If he died, tough. If he died tough, well...
Who was going to try and kill him? Nobody's trying to kill anybody except
maybe
Sonic.
they mean when they go to court.
What?
If he dies, he dies.
And then, I guess, put him on death row or something. It was every man for himself. Even though you're not men, you're a hedgehog and a echidna and a fox with 2 tails. For himself, when Sonic was running, he was thinking a lot, as 1 word instead of 2 words, about his girlfriend. Even though we haven't stated who this girlfriend was, Amy just called and was like, "Hey, yo, I want to be your hoe."
Because that's what she
This magic girlfriend is the author.
Well, assuming that the author is a girl, I mean, I don't know.
Does that matter?
I think in this case it doesn't even matter.
It's not even a factor. It's just the story.
Well, it says XOXO Sonic Mario Lover Man, so maybe we assume. I don't know.
And wouldn't and couldn't stop, and it was hard knowing he'd need to leave her behind. Or did he?
What?
Wait, stop, Knuckles.
A twist?
Wait, stop, Knuckles, said Sonic, and he had to say it very loudly because Knuckles was far behind because Sonic was so fast at running. Why isn't Knuckles gliding? Granted, he'd have to land, climb a tree, and start gliding again, but hey. We don't have to kill Shadow, we only have to stop him from killing others, right?
Well, maybe you should have thought of this before you murdered a dude thinking he was Shadow. How do you murder Eggman anyway? He looks like a ball. He looks like a ball with limbs.
He's a fucking egg, which is why he's Eggman.
Yes,
he
does
like
not
5
look like...
times Shadow's mass.
Seriously,
and who has Shadow actually killed? He's just been a huge asshole to Tails. That's it.
And I mean, it's a little too late to say, oh, we don't have to kill him. You've already killed someone. You already killed them. You killed them in public.
I'm having flashbacks to Brick House. Oh, God.
She's a brick house.
This was an anime that Sage reviewed.
Then they'll all hang out.
It was a really, really out there anime. Anyway, Knuckles was too dumb to reply because he didn't know where Sonic was going with this, so Sonic thought he was something and a bitch.
What?
I don't know. I guess we decided to step up from calling people gay.
Are we choosing not to say this word out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's frame him for the death of Eggman.
People saw you doing it!
Well, they never actually said people were around.
He went to school early.
Yeah.
But there were people there. Like, Eggman was there, obviously. Like, people were obviously there. I mean, and even if they weren't, like, right there watching them do it, there were obviously enough people around. There had to have been enough people around to see them fleeing from the scene of the crime. And who knows? I mean, they left Tails behind, so he's probably just going to be like, yeah, they pretty much killed him.
He'll be taken away to jail, and that will be just so radical. So you're a Ninja Turtle now.
Wow. Radical! My God.
Sonic was very happy now because he could see his girlfriend, which is not capitalized anymore, more, so he ran back to the school with Knuckles. They'd missed the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th periods.
How long is a day in their world?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's not that long.
Like what, were the periods like 5 minutes?
Could be.
They were only once a month.
I was refraining from stating something like that, but thank you, Dave.
Hey,
you're welcome.
You know, we don't set
saying
the bar
what Kassie
high.
can't.
Or won't. It was final period by the time they got back, and that was 14.
Wait, they had 14 periods in a day?
I guess. Which was dismissal and agendas.
Uh,
What?
It wasn't even a class. It was just, hey, everybody, get out of here.
Fuck
Okay.
off.
One of the periods was all the kids collecting to get on the buses.
Yeah. It was get the fuck out of my school period. So many gives no dams.
The bitchiest period of them all.
Sonic quickly gathered all his friends, and that was a difficult task because his friends were leaving and he had to find all of them, and when he didn't don't you guys have phones? Like, you had an iPod and got a text message with it. I assume you could just, like, text everybody. And being Sonic, you probably type at the speed of sound, so
speed of crap.
Yeah.
That's no way, because the man's gonna be watching my phone now. I gotta do it in person.
Okay.
And we gotta do it to a montage, and it's gonna be like the Blues Brothers.
What? His friends? How does he even have any friends left?
I don't know. So far, we've mentioned the Chaotix, but we really only have Tails and Knuckles.
Like, he left Tails to take the rap.
Yeah.
He murdered a dude.
Yeah.
Who hadn't really hurt anybody.
I fucked the guy with the werewolf. Had to find them all. And when he did, he told them all to go to the cafeteria because you guys won't be noticed in the cafeteria making a plan. And sit down at the cool kid table. Because when it's empty, there's a specific table you still have to sit at.
Yeah, this college seems very much like high school.
Yeah. Written by a 5-year-old.
Oh, okay.
The cool kid table was made of pure gold. Really? Wow, I didn't know that.
Kids sit. It's the pure gold one, and all the loser kids. We have these tables made out of cardboard and spit that you can sit on.
And only the cool kids were allowed to sit at it, and the teacher watched them sit at it.
What?
But school is out. There really wouldn't be anybody in the cafeteria except maybe one or two lunch ladies who are, like, finishing with, their cash registers and doing their tills and things. People who were usually at the table is Shadow, Sonic, Knuckles, SBO, Silver, who we just now mentioned, and Vector. Knuckles and Shadow would sit together because they are both sacrilegious and evil. But now Knuckles hates Shadow, so I guess that is the end of that.
I guess it is.
Shadow's coming to this meeting?
Yeah, about framing him for Eggman's
Shadow,
murder.
we need you to be at this meeting where we're going to talk about framing him for this murder I committed. It's going to be, it's going to be catered, so you might want to show up. And
there's pie and juice.
Yeah,
What?
pie and juice. Could you bring pie?
What?
Dude, we're not gonna have pie and juice at the party. Shut up! More people will come if we say there's pie and juice.
Punch and pie.
Yeah, that's what it was. Punch and pie.
Well, if so, they had. Okay, so they were running away. They missed the entire day of school. They were running away so long.
Yeah, so they apparently ran away for like 14 hours of the day.
Yeah, so they were running for like 14 hours, I guess, and they got back. They were having school despite someone being stabbed to death in the school hallway.
And Eggman was the dean, by the way.
And Eggman was the dean. The dean was stabbed to death in public, and they still had school.
Well, they didn't have a body, you see, because when the Eggman was stabbed, he flew away like a balloon that,
He had a Red Bull that morning, so he had wings. Or that works too.
Oh my god. I think it was some sort of truck or something just went down the road nearby, and it was like this the sound someone makes, like when they're sitting on a chair and they fart and they didn't realize it was going to be that loud, but it sort of like vibrates and it goes Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Sonic gathered up Tails and Knuckles, which we've already said, and Amy and Cream and Chammy and SBO and Victor, and himself to the table.
And Marcia and Dean and Jimmy and Bobby and Sue and Daryl and William and Jacob and Alfonso and John Boy and Pony Boy, John Boy and Pony Boy in the same room at once. It was amazing. We got John. Did I mention John? Well, there was John B, John A, John Jr., and Johnny Ringo. And then there was, oh, Christ.
Was there John Jacob
Okay, go ahead.
Schmidt? He was in there, wasn't he?
Yes, but you say it like this. No. So.
He said that Shadow was being a bad dude, and they needed their help to frame him and put him in jail.
But doesn't that mean he's rescuing the president? Of course, they killed the dean.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't either. I don't either.
Look, it was an obscure Nintendo game reference that people might get and probably won't. It was a failed joke, and I'm owning it.
Solar Jetman!
Okay, now keep in mind, I don't really know a whole lot about the, what's their faces that are usually with Knuckles, so I don't know, like, how they sound. Except for maybe Victor, if Victor starts talking. But anyway. How much do we get paid? Asked Espio. $1 million, says Sonic, who is really rich. No, he's not. So he can do anything.
And a new car!
Why, if you were that rich, why didn't you just hire a hitman or something?
Because that would be convenient.
Like, what the fuck? What the literal fuck are you doing?
I don't trust anybody with a barcode on the back of his head.
You tripped downstairs in your dream and stabbed yourself to death, and you thought you were dead.
In the dream, yeah.
In the
People dream about stupid shit all the time.
Yourself. You fell asleep.
I dreamed my brain was made out of yarn once.
You fell asleep while you were premeditating murder.
Well, of course, that's the last thing I was thinking about.
Whoa, that is great, mate. Chance, Knuckles playing with his knuckles, which are pointy. Because somehow you missed this, even though you're probably reading this fic because you are familiar with the character.
And you are probably crying because you
are familiar with the characters.
Are familiar with the characters.
That is why he is called Knuckles, after all. You are rad, Sonic, says Tails, being happy to him. Sonic doesn't...
He left you behind to take the fall.
And Sonic is further proving how much of a douche he is. Sonic doesn't like this. But why are we doing this, thou Sonic? Asked Amy and Cream and Charmy sort of together, but not quite. Sonic didn't respond, but he did slap Cream for asking...
What?
For asking such a thing.
Sonic? Shit.
Slap Cream for asking such a thing to him, since it was so obvious. He didn't slap Amy and Charmy, though, because Cream asked sorta before them.
Yeah, because that makes it okay. Amy would beat your ass.
She's got a fucking hammer.
First slap.
Exactly, she's got a fucking hammer. She would break your skull.
You're so bad, Sonic, says Vector, who's grinning and had been...
Bad like the Power Glove.
Who is grinning and had been being rather like Poop to Cream recently.
Poop to cream.
Cream. Poop to cream. Cream to poop.
Sonic looked at the edge of the table. It was all rotting and disgusting.
What? How?
I don't know. I thought it was made of gold.
It's made, yeah, exactly. It's made out of solid gold. How could it be rotting and disgusting?
Maybe Sonic had a fire shield and he's destroying the gold. I don't know.
But it wouldn't be rotting and disgusting.
Satanic ritual going on, maybe?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay.
The teachers wouldn't clean it up because what did I tell you?
I
don't know. You didn't tell me anything.
Yeah, and it's not the teacher's job to clean it up. It's the friggin' janitors.
This school is suck, said Sonic quite very loudly, and everyone jumped up and hit their head on the table.
What? Where were they?
It was a mass suicide. They all jumped up, banged their heads against the table. The next day, police found these bodies of these children gathered around this gold table.
I don't think that they, judging by what has happened already, I do not actually sincerely think that they would discover the bodies within, like, a week. They could be sitting dead under a solid gold table and they wouldn't find them. They couldn't find Eggman dead in the friggin' hallway.
Sonic's girlfriend, but there you are. You haven't talked to me in days. And Sonic's just...
They should just clean it up. I mean, the edge of the table is gross, demanded Amy.
This plays into the title of the chapter.
I don't really mind it that much, says Charmy Bee. I'll bet that Shadow did it and is so involved with it somehow. Ruffle, concludes Victor. Vector, I mean. Well, whatever.
Vector.
The case lets frame him finish Tails really goodly. But isn't Shadow at this meeting?
Yeah.
Why is he?
He's taking notes.
Okay. That very day, Sonic invited everyone over to his house and disguised everything with them.
What are
Okay.
you disguising?
He also asked something very important to Tails. Tails, in my dream, I was dead, and Knuckles was dead, and you were sad, so you whispered something to me. But
And you waited 10 minutes before you...
you were such a dick. And then you posed me with Knuckles on top of me like we were having sex.
Like in Skyrim.
After I had a dream, if I had a dream where I lie there for like 10 minutes, obviously he was beyond help after 1 minute. So like, he's lying there, bleeding out. Who knows how much of him is broken from falling down the stairs?
But
he's
no,
clearly
2 minutes, because they said if the police had gotten there 9 minutes earlier, he would have survived.
Yeah, he waited 10 minutes, and then he's like, we should help this dude.
I'm sorry, I derailed your point. Go ahead.
That would be like 1 minute.
Yeah.
So he was beyond help after a minute, but this doesn't matter.
God, you're right. I'm sorry.
This doesn't matter. It so totally doesn't matter. But like, you had a dream. You had a dream that you tripped down some stairs, stabbed yourself in enough of a way to actually bleed out to death. You clearly injured yourself on the way down. So this was really important, finding out what Tails was telling to you after you died in your dream. I don't even know where to go with that.
One more sigh with feeling.
I don't know where to go with it. I really don't. How does this even occur to someone?
Tails, in my dream I was dead, and Knuckles was dead, and you were sad, so you whispered something to me. But I was woken up by a knucklefuck before I could hear it, even though I woke up on my own and vomited before Knuckles even touched me. I was gonna say that I love you, bro. How would Tails know this if it was a dream?
Yeah.
Did he use his future device or something again?
I guess so.
His future device is his tiny dick.
That would be what I always say to you forever. That's not creepy at all, said Tails. Sonic decided to have the three-way with Tails instead of Knuckles. What? Oh, right. We were talking about
Because
this
Knuckles
earlier. I
is
forgot.
So it's what he always says to him forever?
Yes.
So he would be constantly saying this to him?
Yes. He will never say
eternity.
anything else ever.
Well, to the author's credit, I want to give him some brownie points for saying they had sex but not describing it.
Well, they haven't had sex yet.
Well, they just said decided to have the three. Oh, okay, wait, you're right. I'm stupid.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, Jenny. I didn't read no English words till I was over 70 years old, and then I got myself a diploma, and I visited the president, and I fought in Vietnam, where I got shot in the buttock, saving Lieutenant Dan on his shrimp boat.
Tell me about the rabbits, George.
I'll call it spleen blame.
Mm-hmm.
I like them French fried potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
All of a
People are
sudden,
going to listen to this and they're going to be like, what the hell are they on?
stuff we used to watch. All of a sudden, Sonic's door exploded.
We gave it up
What
to read
door?
this.
Oh, the door to his house? So wait, they're at his house now.
Maybe it was his butthole. Maybe Knuckles.
Yeah. Start of the paragraph above says Sonic invited everyone to his house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't think they were there yet, but okay.
Oh, okay.
All of a sudden, Sonic's door exploded, and there stood two figures Sonic dreaded to see there. he simply could believe his eyes because it was so ridiculous. And Sonic thought he was dreaming again, but no, Sonic really couldn't believe it though. In the doorway stood Shadow and Eggman, to be continued.
Could he believe it or couldn't it?
Shadow was already there.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, Shadow. Yeah.
Was he?
So he's not a murderer after all.
I
No
don't
wonder.
know. I mean, we invited him to this talk, so I guess we invited him to the house.
Okay.
Because he said he
Guys, there's
invited
20
everyone.
Yeah. There's 22 chapters left. All of them start with the tip of.
Yeah. So this is the tips of college. Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.